Hey, what's up, Twitter? So, this one is toxic positivity. Why? Because my main issue is it sends the wrong message to the youngsters. And there's kids out there. I say kids, I mean like a 20-year-old writer or whatever who's trying to go for it. Did my thing just shut off? No, it's still going. Um, there, there's young kids out there, 20, whatever, 18, whatever, trying to make it in the industry, who want to become writers and so forth, who just want the truth. That's why I have a problem with it. It sends the wrong message on so many levels. Let's start with the trades, and all this shit's off the top of my head. So, cut me a fucking break if I stumble. The trades, I used to think that was something. I used to. Not anymore. Hey, my stuff's in the trades, so therefore I'm legit. Nah. You know, um, I've attached people to stuff, big people, and let me get blackballed right here. But try to understand what I'm saying. People like who? Like Michael DeLuca, Social Network, huge producer, attached to my TV show, and it wasn't in the trades. Who else? Erwin Stoff asked me to write something for him. The head of 3 Arts, done all Keanu Reeves movies and stuff like that. Mad respect for all of these people. I'm not trying to say anything negative. Showrunners for Nip Tuck, Masters of Sex, Boss, attached to my stuff. And I was super grateful, and hopefully, someone else will attach my stuff in the future. But my point is, I didn't feel like I deserved to be in the trades. That's my point. I didn't feel like I deserved to be in the trades because it wasn't anything yet. Not yet. Like, it wasn't greenlit. And whoever else I'm forgetting, who attached to my stuff or whatever, it wasn't greenlit yet. So why do I deserve to be in the trades? I actually don't. The only thing that matters is, and I'm trying to slow this down so I don't forget some stuff. So bear with me. The only thing that matters is, like, did you get a check? Is it greenlit? Then it deserves to be in the trades, in my opinion. Just because you attach someone, who cares? That, like, a lot of writers know, like, that's probably gonna fall apart. Probably, you know. So it's not the time to, like, start showboating. And I realize people try to use that as a, not, hey, we are pros, and let's start doing interviews, all this kind of stuff, and let's talk like we're pros. And hey, be careful what you say. We got to keep this up, this charade, and we're gonna try to lie our way to the top. It's not gonna work. And that would be a warning to you, actually, because I've seen people try to do that, and it doesn't work. Here's an example. I'll give you 2 examples real quick. One was a person lying about being an agent. I've already said that. They printed cards up with the name of the agency, CAA, let's be real, and handed them out, and they were found out and then kicked the fuck out of the industry. What else? I've seen a writer pretend to be a different age. That got them kicked out too. I would be careful. What else? I know writers who are making a crap ton of money, and they have no credits. You know, people making a fuck ton of money. They have no credits, and then and they're barely on Twitter or whatever, or maybe they're on Twitter and they got like 50 followers. You know, but they're not presenting themselves as like, hey, I know how everything works. Here's how it works. They're not presenting themselves like that. So to the youngsters, I would say that's dangerous. And I'm not trying to do that either. Like, let me make that clear. I always try to say that I'm a nobody. I'm a nobody. And I've already sold something for $1 million. You know, ultimately the deal was worth probably, I don't know, like 5 million. But I don't try to present myself as like, I know everything. Like, here's what you got to do. Like, I don't say it like that. A lot, again, like a lot writers say like, I don't know, like I said the other day, I don't know. Maybe this, maybe that. I don't know. You know, that's where my brain's at right now. I was like, I'm trying to like choose which story to tell. But I don't think the time to like present yourself as an expert is just because you made the trades. There's way bigger stuff that is happening where they don't want it in the trades. Like, that's what I would say to the youngsters is like, sometimes the producers or whatever, they don't want it to be in the trades because they don't want people to know what they're working on. And so they're not gloating about it. They're like keeping it close to the sleeve, close to the vest, whatever the term is, I forget. So, and I'm gonna do a full video, and I need to like process it, like what I'm gonna say to the kids. But I'm gonna do a full video about that. But fake, toxic positivity. It's dangerous because it sends the message. Number one, it sends the message that anyone can do anything, and anything you do is amazing. It's kind of like the participation award. You know what I mean? Like everybody deserves a trophy. But the fact of the matter is, the only people who really get a trophy in Hollywood is if you sell it and you get a check and it gets made, all that kind of stuff. That's the only thing that actually matters in Hollywood. And that's the only thing that actually matters to who? To the agents. Agents don't care. Like, oh, I got something in the trades. They don't care. Who cares? Like, did it get made? Like, what did it sell for? Producers, did it get made? What did it sell for? What else? Studio execs, did it get made? What did it sell for? Those are the things that real reps and all that kind of stuff, that's the stuff they track. And by the way, and that's the stuff that they use as leverage to negotiate the next deal. So, and people will know your real number, like, that's a thing. So just because it's in the trades and this and that, no one cares. People know it's fake. What else? And this fake nice stuff, like people, and I've made jokes about it before, but let's keep it serious. Like, people see through that, and it's not going to work in the long run, and presenting yourself as the experts, it's not going to work in the long run. And you know who I'm talking about. Who cares? You know what I mean? Here's what I would say. Most writers I know who have been through the game, who have been through stuff. Most of them are jaded. Most of them are like, fuck this industry, but I'm going to keep trying anyway. What else am I going to do? That's kind of the attitude they have is like, I hate this fucking industry. Fuck all these assholes. But what else am I going to do? I got to keep trying, But I think it's dangerous for the youth. Like, and to the youth, I would say, don't try to do it that way. Don't try to game your way through the system. It's not going to work. Eventually, like I said the other day, eventually you hit the brick wall, and you get found out, and everything, your house of cards that you think you're so cleverly building, it all crumbles. It all fucking crumbles. What else? Like positioning yourself in certain ways, and I see it. Like, I see people positioning themselves like, hey, I'm the nice guy. I'm like flowers and joy and rainbows and unicorn and all of that stuff. In my opinion, one guy's opinion, in my opinion, if I was a rep or a producer, whatever, I would think that they're gonna crack, And I've been in those situations. I've been in those situations where I'm working with the director as a composer, and the director did crack, and I was like, and I'm trying to save them. Because now all the smoke and mirrors and all the unicorns and rainbows, all that kind of shit doesn't fucking matter, because their back's against the wall and they gotta figure it out. And I'm trying to save them. Bro, here's what you do. And that's why I'm saying this too, because I know there's kids out there who've had a tough ass fucking life, and they can deal with it. They don't need the smoke and mirrors. They don't need the fucking unicorns and the rainbows in order to get through the shit. Because they're like, I've been through fucking worse, dude. So I don't need that. And maybe I'm rambling, and maybe everybody tuned out. But maybe there's one kid who's staying honest and like, I agree with you, dude. Like, I hear what the fuck you're saying. But what else? I want to go as long as possible on this video. Click out whenever you want. What else? You have people in the industry who are sinister, who are fucking sinister. And they will try to say and do anything to try to make it anything. But understand that as soon as anything goes sideways, they will try to slit your fucking throat. They're not going to stand by you. I've seen it over and over. Like the people who are pretend nice on Twitter and so forth. Those are the people who are going to slit your throat first. It's not the people like me. People like me are loyal. People like me are trying to defend you and protect you and shit. That's the irony and that's the funny thing, in my opinion, is people like me are looked at as destroyers of the writer community. No, the actual destroyers of the writer community are the ones who are fake, using props and so forth. You know what I'm talking about, right? Props to prop themselves up, to make them look like the nice people, and they're the first ones who are going to stab you in the back. They're the first ones who are going to stab you in the back. I'm not new to this. So I guess that's it. Later.